You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Y&R fans. It is Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I have got your early weekly edition spoilers for Monday, January 29th through Friday, February 2nd. There is so much to unpack. We've got a lot of front burner storyline spoilers, some new stuff, some people coming back to do bad things. There is a lot to unpack here. But hey, if you haven't already, please reach down, click subscribe so you don't miss any of our updates. And as I always do in early edition spoilers, because we put them out so early in the week, I'm going to tell you what's happening the rest of this week just to give you context for this look into the following week. So that brings us to Wednesday, January 24th. You may or may not have seen the episode by the time you're watching this video. So Nikki is coming off of her visit to Claire and just kind of feeling shaky and anxious, has a couple of drinks, then calls Jack to come pick her up, which was a smart thing to do. He brings her to the house. He talks her down, kind of gets her over the hump. So she's not going to drink anymore, but then he wants to call Victor and she doesn't want that to happen. So she begs him not to do it, which of course is setting everything up for failure. This is going to get awkward fast. And Victor also has reason to question Nikki's decision-making. I don't think he's too happy that she went over to see Claire at the hospital, but for Nikki, it felt good because she feels more confident in Claire not being just Jordan's weapon, but someone who's worth saving. Abby Newman's new project that she has in mind, well, it is her coming over to work at Chancellor Winters with Devon. She says that society is fine. She doesn't want to expand it or open new locations. So she feels like she just wants to leave it where it is because it's a good reputation and everything, but that means she's got time on her hands and wants to come to work with him, but he is warning her that it might not be as fun as she imagines, but he is open to it. Meanwhile, Abby and Devon, as they sit talking at Society, he has an eye on Daniel and Heather, who came over to have lunch at Society fresh out of rolling out of bed after cheating on Lily. And Heather makes it clear she wants her man back and that she doesn't think much of what Daniel has with Lily. He defends it, but, he is fresh off being in bed with her. So, Devon notices their vibe and he doesn't like it at all. Meanwhile, Victoria is really annoyed at Adam because when she drops by the family business to talk, she was talking to Victor. If you saw the day before, Victor basically said if Claire can behave, she can be welcomed into the family fold. Adam overheard the end of that and doesn't like it, not so much about Claire, but more because Claire he sees an open doorway for Jordan to come back and put all of them in danger again. And then Victoria says something nasty about Adam's ego is fragile and he worries we'll love Claire more than me. And Adam's like, that wouldn't take anything since none of y'all love me anyway. So it's kind of funny. I still think Adam is not being judgmental. I think he is being protective, but Victoria, isn't going to listen to anything that her younger brother has to say. Thursday, January 25th, we have Audra sharing a secret with Nate Hastings. Interesting stuff there. Chance comes clean to Billy about something. I mean, he's already kind of snarked at Billy about not wanting him to train him. So I don't know if this is that he's seeing Summer since Billy, used to be her stepdad, or if this is something about work matters. Devon corners Daniel on Thursday, and there's a spoiler that says someone finds out that he slept with Heather and confronts him. So maybe Devon creeps up on them and overhears it, or maybe he accuses just based on their intimate looking body language. Either way, Daniel may be busted already by the end of this week. On Friday, January 26th, Victoria leans on Nate. That's kind of interesting. I'm sure she's going to run to him to gripe about Adam since Nate's not exactly a fan. And Diane irritates Nikki. I'm sure Diane's not, she says that she's supporting Jack's effort to be supportive of Nikki, but Diane may not like that they're hiding things from Victor, and it may make her feel kind of like there's sketchy stuff going on with her own marriage just because there's dishonesty happening. And Traci takes a leap of faith with Ashley. So I wonder if they're going to leap on a plane and leap over to Paris and go talk to those witnesses like Tucker asked them to do. So we'll see how that goes. All right, digging into January 29th through February 2nd, the first thing you got to know about next week is that there are 2 days of February sweeps that wrap next week. This year, February sweeps runs calendar month, the 1st through the 28th. So already starting next week, we are in sweeps, and that means you need to watch for the velocity of the storytelling to pick up. You know, Tucker told Ashley to go to Paris and ask people at the restaurant what really happened. So I expect that she and Traci are going to jet over to do just that. Since he challenged her, I wonder if he thought she'd go, and I'm very interested in that. Victoria leaning on Nate, I think, is going to inspire Audra to get more active, to make a play for him because she's had a crush on him for a while. She just dumped her 2 bed buddies. Things are lining up, I think she thinks, because Nate and Victoria seem to be on the outs, but then after Friday, that may all change. Jordan is on the loose in February sweeps. She is angry at Claire. She's angry at the Newmans. She just made that call to Claire. Claire has been clawing inch by inch to get in a good place with her mental health, and Jordan is undoing all her progress, and I think it's all going to come crashing down very soon. We're going to find out more about Seth's agenda. Remember, Seth is Nikki's AA sponsor, and what he's hiding from Nikki very soon. Diane is going to struggle to accept Jack spending so much time with Nikki, and Kyle's going to be struggling to see his mom in the job that he wants, but he has to bide his time and hold his tongue. And Cole and Victoria are going to redouble their efforts to get their daughter healed so she can be free to start a normal life free of Jordan. All right, that's everything I have for you for early edition spoilers for Young and the Restless. Please click subscribe if you haven't already, and definitely drop your comments. Let me know what you think about the storylines right now, what you're excited to see, and come back soon because we are here talking Y&R 7 days a week. And as always, it's Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.